thought I would pick up the camera and show you guys the process of what I'm doing, and I'll try to remember to document it as I go. We'll hope. Little note to brain. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Here is a large paper painting that I've started. What I'm doing is using this sketch that I have and this sketch of our house, basically is what it is. And then I also have all my tree sketches, and I'm just working away on this. I'm using my LIQUITEX soft body acrylics and also some of the Nova paint I'm starting to add in there also. But I'm going back and forth from the sketch because I like the layout of the sketch maybe just a little bit better than the actual painting that I did. But I'm using this as color notes, just using that as just jumping off for inspiration. So I'm just putting marks in, taking marks out. I'm trying to just build up the paint. It takes a lot of layers to just kind of build up. So I'm just slapping in color, not really worrying if it's the right color or not, because all that will just add to this. I'm already loving how it's turning out. I want it to have kind of a moody feeling like this did because I sketched this early in the morning. I just loved how it turned out. So we'll see. I see this kind of process as like note taking, exploring it. I've only been able to get out in that exact location that one time. So I only have a quick sketch in charcoal that's kind of compositional, and then a color note, moody note sketch. So before I go to a canvas, I want to explore this. I want to see, do I have anything to say? How do I render this in paint in a bigger format? Can I say it in the way that I want to say it? Is it something that's going to keep my interest? And I'm peeking over and I'm like, yes, I'm pretty sure it's going to, because I'm loving it. But I hope that I love it because it's here on my property. Like, this is our house and our barn. And it would be a really fun subject, even just in that viewpoint, to explore. And you don't have to have a pretty country scene in your backyard for it to be interesting. That's what an artist does, is they say more than the details in the subject. There are plenty of artists out there that have very boring backyards or neighbor houses. And if you saw what their reference was from their, like, see their painting and then see their reference, you'd probably be like, what? But that's what an artist does. They say more about it. So don't feel like, oh, well, I wish I had a pretty country scene like that. I did not think that this view was very interesting either. And one day I just thought, I'm going to just plop down right here. I'm going to just look, and then I let my eyes adjust, and I realized that there was a lot to say. And I'm feeling really excited about it. In fact, I'm like, I need to hurry up this little talk so I can get back to it, because it does feel exciting compositionally, and the colors. Okay, wait, let me get back to what I was trying to say, why I even got on here to say this. This is like note-taking, exploring a little more. It's kind of like packing for a trip. Hopefully, as I explore and explore and explore, not only will I then have all these sketches and paintings for maybe a final, bigger on-canvas painting, but I'm also learning my way around it. What if I do this and push this? That's really part of the fun of painting. Just exploring, trying things. And if I do this a whole bunch of times, then I have all this reference material to then paint from, and I can pull from this and this and this. Plus I've had all this practice. So that's a lot how I work. I'll try to remember to pull the camera back up and show the painting as it progresses. Here's where I am so far on it. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I think what I'm going to do now though is I want to get some more like marks down here like I did in my sketch, all that kind of fun stuff. So I pulled out my oil bars. Have not used these in forever, and I'm hoping they're not all dried up. Oh, they do feel kind of hard. We'll see what we can get out of them. I'm gonna just kind of go crazy, and then I'm gonna stop because I really like where this is. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a little more work on this house. There's some things bothering me. Then I'm gonna leave it because I want this to be a note. To me, it's more than a sketch. I really like it, but I just mean that I wanna move on. I wanna do a bunch of these really quick, try things out, play, and experiment. Oh, I'm so happy with it though. Oh, so happy. Oil bars are just basically oil paint in these sticks. They dry completely. They're not like oil pastels. Oil pastels won't dry completely, but these create a film around them, and then if you're like me and just let them go bad, they may be completely hard. But I just scraped off some of the film that's around it, and I just want to kind of get some marks in here and see what will happen. I've turned the painting upside down so I don't think too much about, oh, I forgot how juicy these are, yikes. I've got to be careful, I don't want to go crazy. I just want some color and movement around. Wow, these are juicy. This one's super, super old. It may be completely corroded, but I just will take a paper towel and scrape some of that back. See how you get like little bits like this? Just creates a film. And since I'm just making like weird little marks, I'm not worried about getting it all off. Let me get my sketch out so I have a reference. I like turning it upside down like this so then I'm not really thinking about things. I don't want to get crazy. I'm already getting crazy. It's okay. I just need to remember that this is just a sketch and that it's okay if I get a little crazy. So I'm looking at my sketch here and then looking up here and seeing where color may be. Okay, I don't want to do too much. I may play around more with this later in another sketch. Those marks were fun. Well, that was a ton of fun using these. Really fun. That's going to be a nice tool to have. And it made super wonderful marks, exactly what I was looking for. And then these will dry completely unlike my oil pastels. Whew. Wow, okay. I'm happy I pulled these out and I'm happy that they're not all dried up. I'm gonna leave this as is. Look at all those juicy marks. Whew. Woo, woo, woo. Man, this feels very, very, very exciting. I'm going to move on to another one right now. Okay, I just completed another one and I'm loving how this turned out. I mean, I feel like I have so many of these in me and I've only, like I said, been outside once to take some notes. I'm really having fun with the moody skies. I should throw some moons in there. Yeah, I should do that. It just feels really fun. I mean, just leaving that tree out, or actually all those big trees, made it a completely different composition. I did not use the oil bars this time. I decided I liked it just as it is. Now I may come in here tomorrow and decide I want to grab some of those, but I'm just super happy with it. Yes, I'm going somewhere, I think. Good morning. It's still dark out. We just finished breakfast and guess what I'm about to do? I'm so excited. We are getting a big snowstorm today. Big for Tennessee. So I am packing up to go out just in our yard or on our property, but I'm gonna get out there before the snow comes. I'm taking a big canvas. I've never done that before. I've packed up already, taking a huge canvas. I've got it like bungeed to my rolling cart and stuff. And I'm gonna go out and get some coverage going on that canvas because it's big. And then throughout the day, I'm gonna go out and paint, hopefully in the snow. It could be like a whiteout. I don't know, it's supposed to be a pretty big snow, but I'm gonna try it. And the reason I'm doing, here comes Cooper. He just had his morning breakfast. Good morning, bud. Whoops. Good morning. He probably would love to go with me. Oh boy, getting breakfast spirit all over me. Okay, bud, I'm talking to the people. I don't know. He has to come in and like thank me, give me kisses in the morning. Okay, what was I saying? So I'm not going to paint on paper. I decided I better take canvas. That's what's going on. So when you hear the noises in the background, you'll know that's what it is. He likes to use my painting mat as a napkin. What was I saying? So I decided I better take canvas because if it's really wet out, paper would not hold up. So I'm going to take a big canvas, and I've never done that before, so I'm so excited. Okay, so I've got to get out there before the snow comes so I can just get something down on the canvas. I'm really excited about painting a snow scene. I hope I get to, and I'm like going to be so geared up. I hope I can move. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to have so many layers on. so here's the packing situation. I'm going to put the rest of those clothes on before I go. I've got my big old, I'm going to put a raincoat over this, and I've got so many layers under here. Hopefully it'll keep me warm. And then I've got the canvas strapped to this. Excuse all the boxes. This is canvas making stuff. So I've got this bag. Cooper, he likes to take off my boots. No, you need to sit down. Sit. All right, got my bag loaded. I'm taking my really cheap little easel because it's light and easy to set up. And then I've got my cups in here for mixing and my LIQUITEX soft body acrylics, some gloves, paintbrushes, all the stuff. So I'm incredibly excited and I'm gonna get out there and get to it. Let's hope for the best. I know it'll be fun even if a good painting doesn't come out. I don't really care what turns out. I'm just gonna have a ton of fun. Okay, let me quickly show you the situation because it's getting messy out here fast. I mean, I'm covered. Let me show you. Okay, I literally can't even paint because the snow is just sticking to the canvas. It's cracking me up. And then my paints are freezing up. Everything is getting covered with snow and getting wet, including my phone right now, so I better giddy up. I would keep filming, or not keep filming, keep painting if my canvas wasn't getting covered with snow. It is creating some neat effects, but my hands are getting frozen. I don't know. I think maybe I will for just a few more minutes, but is that funny or what? Wait, where's my painting? Look, you can barely even see my painting because it's so covered with snow. Okay, I came here under the porch, which protected it some, but there was already so much snow already on the canvas. I mean, the paint, I don't even think it's sticking to the canvas. I think it's all probably gonna fall off because it's falling off on the patio. I'm getting paint all over the patio, which I need to consult Grady about. My paints are freezing. As soon as I stir in the little pot, it is frozen, and then I'm putting basically frozen ice on the painting. But right now it does look pretty cool with all that snow actually on top of it. Maybe I'll be able to replicate that when this dries, if anything sticks to the canvas. Okay, I just came in and I was taking off my paint clothes. Look at the painting. Oh, wow. Okay, that is something. Well, that's what happens when you paint in the snow. Okay, I'm gonna go clean this mess up, but that is hysterical. It kind of makes me sad. I'm gonna just wipe it down so there's like some smearing left, or like some, at least so the paint's not gonna be completely wasted, but that is funny. So now you know you cannot go paint in the snow. I am going to go get dried out. I think my nose is running, sorry. Make a hot cup of tea and then paint something that's not gonna melt. I am drinking a cup of tea. I've got a nice base on the canvas now, and I cleaned up. It took me forever to clean up everything. Oh, I got something in my eye, sorry. Everything was a mess. My Tupperware that I have all my paint and my paint pots in was just a sopping mess. Excuse me. I mean, everything was wet. My bag was just filled with snow, which turned to mud and mess. So there was a lot of cleanup. The floor is literally still wet from that painting that just melted, and it was all over the floor. Oh well, live and learn. It will be interesting. I'm going to try to go back out later when the snow stops, and we'll see. I still think the paint will probably freeze because when I was under the patio and stirring the pots, like I would dip my brush in the water, then stir the paint because it was freezing in the pots, then it was just getting clumpy. And so my guess is it was not sticking to the canvas. So I actually don't think it will work. I could take my oils out though. I didn't think about that. Anyways, I have a nice ground now for this painting, and since I still have like the memories of being out there and the feel of it, I'm going to work from memory. And I'm also going to get my Joan Erdley book out and look at her snow paintings, see how I can be inspired by her in these. But I'm excited. Oh, it was so fun. I still feel like exhilarated from the time out. Oh, The time that I was out there, like I spent way much more time packing and preparing and cleaning up than I was out there, but it was just so worth it because just the time being out there, like it just felt like, oh, I've got to hurry. I'm really glad I didn't know that it was going to melt off because that would have stolen all the excitement. I'm kind of glad that it melted off because that gave me such a laugh. It was worth losing all of that. It was so fun. I'm sure you're probably like, really? I would have thought you would have been devastated. No, it's just paint. And I learned a lot while I was out there. All right, I'm gonna put my earbuds in, put a podcast in, and just enjoy the snow coming down and paint. I've been looking forward to this day since I knew a snowstorm was coming and it was gonna be during the day where I could just paint in the snow. I'm just gonna soak it up and enjoy it. Let me show you where I am so far on these two paintings. Here's where I am in this one, just kind of making my layers and building up the paint. I decided to go with a little bit different composition than I was going with for these. The snow is just fiercely coming down. I mean, it is magical. It feels so magical. And then here's where I am on this one. I'm getting some underlayer kind of color. Wanted something warm to put that snow on top of. Yeah, so just having a ton of fun. I feel like I'm gonna probably start a third one too because I'm feeling pretty excited. Here's where I am so far in this one. I'm just now starting to put the snow on top of all the colors. So we'll see. I'm having so much fun. This is my second large one that I've started, and I think I'm going to start a third one. I just feel like I need to crank these out while I've got this inspiration. I've got my Joan Erdley book as inspiration. There's tons of inspiration. And then I'll show you this one a little better in a minute. Here's one that I've completed. I think I'm done with it. We'll see how I feel about it tomorrow. I'll show you a little better in a minute. Right now it's on the floor. But that was super fun. I'm sure you can imagine how fun that was putting all that snow on top. Ooh, I hope I do a lot of these because since it's our home, I feel like I'm gonna be sentimental and not want to sell them. But fun, fun, fun. Here's the first snow painting. I love this one. It just has, I don't know, something, it feels a little magical. Feels like it really captured the day out there, but in a very simplistic way. And it's a very cool painting for me. Normally I use a lot more warm colors and not these blues and cool colors. I think it really worked. So there's that one. Yeah, really happy. And here's painting number 2. I'm not sure yet if I'm done with this one. I just can't decide if I want to add snow, if I want to work some more on this snow. I haven't decided. So I'm just living with it. I am quite happy with the sky and those trees in the background there. And I do like the colors. I love like a yellow kind of dirty showing through the white of the snow. Yeah, just all the undergrowth showing through. It was a really fun one to do. But I decided not to add the like snow falling down. I wanted a couple that were a little different. Okay, guess what we're doing? Oh, we are heading over to go see Daisy the donkey and all the other animals. Taking advantage of this gorgeous snow. My second time out in it. This is like serious snow for us in Nashville. It's so fun. She really likes strawberries. I saved my strawberry tops for her. One piece of soda. Yeah, there you go. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. I got all the sheep. Ooh, there's oh. That may have been a mistake.
Oh boy.
Whoops. Going. I have a visor on under my hat because the sun is blaring and all this brightness, so I'm sure I'm looking real cute. I'm trying my oil bars this time. Right now it's just I'm getting some like under layers down and making a hot mess. These are working better than, what did I use the other day? Oh, acrylics. This is working. My hands are freezing. I tried to put these gloves on over my real gloves, but it didn't work. So oil bars are so messy. I'm just trying to work fast because I can tell my toes and my fingers have a limited amount of time. So we'll see. I'm out here. Do I look silly? Is my hat like all wonky? It is. Oh no. I mean, I'm sure right now you're like, what is happening? And I'm feeling a little like that too, but you have to get some layers down. My oil bars are super old also, and I didn't bring a palette knife to get the coating. So I'm just like digging my fingernails. When they're new, you can kind of just go like that and the coating around it comes off, but I mean, I'm digging my poor fingernails. I need a tool, but then it's also making it kind of scratchy, so I don't know. What was I doing? I'm using just trees right here, what I can see. My hat's getting so cockeyed, I can't even like see. I probably need Gray to take it off. Okay, I'm done. I don't think this is going to show up at all here, but I did want to document the fact that those snowflakes at the end was pounding the board with the oil bar. I mean, it was just so fun. I was just like, because I wanted it to feel real. And that's what I did. I'm sure I'll have some better footage for you maybe inside, but maybe this is showing up. There is so much texture. You literally cannot even believe the amount of texture that's in there. And I'm quite happy with it. That was so stinking fun. My hands are frozen. My feet are frozen. I kind of look like a mess. I'm like addicted. This is so fun. And it feels so extreme. At least for me it does. Okay, this was fun. Oil bars was the way to go. I'm sure I'll get better at them once I use them some more. I haven't used them in so long, so I'm kind of rusty on them. And these are all, I really hope my nose isn't running, sorry. These are also like all really hardened up. I'm having to, my poor fingernails was really getting in there. Next time I'll try to bring a tool. Okay, I'm gonna hike back in. I cannot feel my toes. I'm gonna go get some warm tea. But this was fun, guys. This was fun. I'm addicted. Plein air, out in the elements. It's really fun. Oh, that was so fun. Oh my gosh. Just call me extreme woman. Maybe I better get inside and not kill myself. Before I say all that. That'd be funny if I fell and like broke my leg. I mean, it wouldn't be good. Also wanted to show you a quick little sketch that I did using my oil pastels. The ones that I use and that I love the most are my NEOPASTEL. I have a couple other. I have used the Finalizing and can't remember the other brand, but I'll have these listed in the description along with all the other supplies and things that you've seen me use. I loved doing this little sketch with my oil pastels. It is chunky fun. Let me see if I can get a view of the chunkies. Can you see the chunkers? And I just used the paintings that I had already done as reference. So I did this inside, and after I did it, I thought I probably would use these outside, but that's when I decided to use my oil bars instead of oil pastels. The difference between the two is that oil pastels will never dry completely, but oil bars they're basically like oil paint and they will dry completely. And what I use for my oil pastels is this FIXATIVE. It works really well. The oil bars that I use are the R and F. Wait, is that what they're called? Yes, R and F. I like this brand. I wish they came in smaller ones. This is actually the small. They have a large and it's like the size of my arm. It's ginormous. I have tried this brand right here. What is this? The Shiva? Yeah, the Shiva. I like this size actually a little better. It's a little bit smaller, but they dry up. To me, they're harder to get the film off of. Yeah, I've only tried this one color. And I do know paint differs from like color to color, so maybe this is just a stubborn color. I don't know. But basically, I keep these in Tupperware like this. I have my lights, so really light colors that I don't want to get too dirtied up. And then basically just all the rest of the colors. And I used to use these a lot more, but I think now that I'm painting outdoors, I'm going to get these out. They do have a very strong smell. It's just like oil paint. They're very, very, very strong. And they do take, a while to dry like oil paint does. Basically, it's oil paint in a stick. You get nice marks, and it can be really chunky if you want. I like it like that, just big chunkiness. They are a little difficult because it's harder to mix. So basically, if you're going to mix a color, you have to put it down. And yeah, it's just a little different. If you do not like mess, these are not for you. I almost always wear plastic gloves when I'm playing with these because they are hot diggity messaroo. Even a little too messy for me, but they're still fun, especially if you're outside. There's the oil bars and there's the oil pastels. Don't dry, do dry. All right, this is the one with the oil bars, and man alive, there is so much texture on this painting. I barely can handle it. There's just juicy chunkiness and colors. Feels very festive. There's something about it that reminds me of like a birthday cake with the dots and the colors and the snow. It's like winter, but happy winter, not gloomy winter. Had a different sky that day, and it was limited with the colors because of the oil bars, which made it interesting and fun. Had to work hard to get neutrals. Yeah, I wish you could see the chunkiness. Let's see if my camera will capture it. It's oil painting chunkiness to its glorious fullness. Good morning. I am headed back out this morning to paint. The snow is going to be gone probably by the end of the day, but definitely by tomorrow because we're getting like a thunderstorm tomorrow and it's gonna be 50 degrees. So it's gonna be my last chance to get that. I've been having so much fun capturing this. I've done so many paintings, but I want to get back out there this morning, even though it's 19 degrees out. I'm going to be freezing. So what I've decided to do, yesterday I did my oil bars, not oil pastels, but oil bars, and that worked out really well. And today I decided to take my pochade box and take my oils. So I'm really excited. Who knows if I even remember how to paint in my oils anymore? I have no idea. I want to show you what I'm taking, this pochade box that I have. I have 2 of them, they're handmade, and I have 2 videos on them. So if you're interested, I'll link those here. You can go check those out. But I love my pochade boxes, so let me show you. I'm taking my larger one this morning. Alrighty, here's what I'm taking. There's all the colors. I am taking, I think this is like cad yellow, an ochre, alizarin, burnt sienna, white, more white, cerulean, French ultramarine, an olive green, and what is that last color? I can't remember what that last color is. I'm gonna just take one board. It's one that I didn't finish a painting on, so it will have kind of a tone. And let's see, oh yeah, these are the shelves. So this folds down. Those shelves, when I'm out there, will attach here, but they just are magnetic to the back right here. Let's see, some gloves. I definitely need those. No, wait, do I need those? Can't remember. These just magnetize onto the back, so that's really nice. I'm gonna take this bag because I've got to take my tripod. Ooh, actually, I need to get that. Oh. Hey, Finn. I have to have my handy, heavy duty tripod because this thing is pretty solid. And I'm just taking, I found some bigger gloves that I can put over my warm gloves. I'm also going to take my oil bars. I'm probably overpacking here, but that's what I do is overpack. And then over here in this side thing, I have all my rags. I do tend to use a lot of rags when I'm oil painting. And then back here where they have like the bottle holder, I stuck all my brushes. So I think that'll work really well. And I think that will be it. That's a little headband to keep my ears warm. Yeah, I think I'm ready. So I'm going to go gear up, warm of stuff on as I can, and head out to that. So I've got an underpainting, so that's gonna mess you up. You're like, why is there a teapot in the yard? So I'm just now getting started, trying to just get some paint, but I can tell I'm gonna have to work fast because the paint is getting quite thick already. That's good, it makes me work fast. This is the fun part where I just like getting some paint down, and it's nice because it's kind of like a warm-up where I get to just that. Do I look like you've done that? Probably not. So that's kind of fun. Just trying to get some paint down and get rid of the distracting teapot that's in the yard. Maybe that's what I'll name this one, Teapot in the Yard, and it'll be a mystery, except for people that watch this video. There was the teapot, but look, it's happily going away. And then I'm looking forward to the end when I get to get my oil bar and do the snow. Ooh, that sky's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. I'm gonna do the snow on top then. Or should I not ruin it? Do you think should be the snow or leave it? Oh, wait, let me show the people this. I haven't showed this. Okay, so I have waterproof gloves that Grady bought me that are warm-ish. Then I've got my surgical glove, and then I've got a hair tie to keep that on, because if not, they would just go flying off. Do I have paint on my face now because I was rubbing my eye? Grady's going hard. Okay, y'all ready for the snow action? I'm gonna just get to going. Maybe I'll try it with the brush first, and then I may get the oil bar. A good snow color, like even this snow, I wanted it darker than the snow I'm gonna put on top. I wonder if I should try the opposite this time. Maybe I should have done that lighter. And anyways, a good mix for the snow. I like warmer snow, so I like to use, what is this, ochre? It's either Rossian or ochre color, that color. And ultramarine, you get nice grays, you get all kinds of wonderful stuff. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna just get a really nice loaded up brush with a lighter. Let's do a little test. Let's do a test. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun. We want a loaded brush, and then we're gonna just, get after it. Ready? We don't want to think too much. We want to think, well, what we want to be thinking is snowstorm. I don't really want to be thinking about placement. In fact, I'm closing one eye so I don't think about it too much. I don't want to think about I'm covering something up. Like I can go overboard with the snow because it's fun to just go like that. Okay, I can tell I'm getting overboard. Maybe I better stop. Okay, one more. Let's get some up there. Okay, I don't know if it helped or hurt, but I did it. What do you think, Grady? Should I have done the snow or not? Well, it's done, isn't it?
A lot of drama.
It's done. I'm gonna sign it, call it a day. I mean, I may work on it a little more. In fact, I'm seeing things right now that drive me crazy. I'm gonna work on it. But for the most part, that's the other thing. You can put the snow flakes on top and then just keep working into it. The more you work into the things, sometimes it's better. I'm super happy with how this one turned out too. It was so fun painting in oils again. Just all the colors. It feels very Christmassy and festive. If these don't sell, I'm gonna have so much fun hanging these at Christmas around the house. It's just very festive. I mean, this could be up all year round, but what a great winter painting. And that little moon was super, super fun to do. All right, this is my last time out here. It is Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow it's gonna be like 50s and raining, so all this is gonna go away, and I'm styling. It's really sunny out. You have to have a hat. So this is how I decided to do it. But I'm quite excited that it's like a different day. Sunny, and there's shadows, and the snow's melting, so that feels really exciting. I brought a bigger canvas. Really wish I had an even bigger one, but I just decided I would do this. What I have here, let me show you. Okay, that's probably like 11 by 14 or something like that. Maybe a little bigger, I can't remember actually. Maybe it says on the back of the board. I mean, y'all don't care. All right, back out here with oils. That was fun, and I'm just going to slop away and continue with the same scene, I think. Yeah. Oh, I am a little bit different position. I came up on this like berm, so I'm kind of further back, and I've got some nice trees in view there. Ooh, look at that sky. Exciting. Stuff, extreme painting. It's fun. Everything's melting, so there's colors coming through. Now I'm just putting in trees, and this way I can kind of just see if I like them. I forgot my mirror, my magic mirror, and I'm having a hard time.
Don't sling paint on me.
Where was I? I just found a tree out there. Kind of. Putting in, and then that way I can paint around and everything just blends together. That's how that works. I'm definitely feeling better now that I'm getting bigger. I should have brought one of my big canvases out. Now I've got to get some color down. If you're wondering if I've taken any pictures, no. I would not ever try to do a scene like this with pictures. You just can't do it. No, 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 no. It's not feeling as extreme, you know, without the snow coming down and stuff. Ooh, I forgot how juicy oil paint is. Oh, it's nice. But this weather is a lot nicer, actually. I'm dressed a little too warm. Man, this paint's coming down nice. Ooh, baby. Wow, wow, wow. Here's how I'm carrying my painting back, just in this pochade box. I have a review of this pochade box on my YouTube channel. Here is the last one for this video. I do have another large one that's in the works, and I love it. Again, a lot of color. It's just wonderful. And then I snuck in another moon. Not as obvious of a moon, but it's there. And that moon is like literally in that spot on our property. You know, that's where it, I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, yeah. So happy with it, guys. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. I'm not sure yet which one my favorite is. And here is the last one I'm going to show you for this video. This is work in progress. I'm just trying to slap on colors. I'm going to just play with this one. I'm going to push it, or that's what I'm going to try to do, is not get precious with it and just push it and play. So I'm trying to get a lot of color, and then I'll start going back over, I think, with the neutrally colors. But yeah, I wanted to show that one to you. I really hope you enjoyed this video because I had a ton of fun making it, editing it, and sharing it with you guys. It just makes it that much more fun to be able to kind of bring you guys along with me on those adventures. I wish I had been able to film more during the snowstorm, but I was worried about messing up my camera and our phones, but I hope you enjoyed it. These paintings will be up on my website. Hopefully will be up on my website by the end of this week. I think so. They'll be up on my website for sale, so you can see prices and reach out to me if you're interested in any of them. I think they're gonna go fast, which kind of makes me sad because I have some places in my house that I'd like to put some of them. But that's what it is. I'm in the art business, art selling business, so I've got to sell the art. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments, and I will see you guys back here next week. Bye, guys.